how bad, that's difficult to measure, but it was very bad, of course. Playing at home, losing 3-0, no matter which team you face, is of course a very, very, very bad result. Unexpected if you look at the first half hour of the game. In my opinion, a good start from us. Haven't seen us creating so much in half an hour, first half hour of a game, maybe throughout the whole season. I'm not sure because I don't remember every single game now, but we were able to create a lot. And the first time they arrived in our box, they scored a goal. And it's a very difficult cocktail to drink or to have if you miss out on your own chances, and almost every time you concede one, the ball goes in.
Sam?
You've got a lot. You ended the game with two midfielders in defence. So you seem to be moving to Jones and at one point you had Jones and Gravenberch.
Yeah.
It feels like you're having to adapt quite a lot to try and add attackers to keep your shape when players are out of position.
Yeah. Now we had to start the game with a midfielder and right fullback because both of our fullbacks are injured, and Joe Gomez is a player who can also play there, but hasn't trained the whole week. I don't think he was fully ready to start this game. And yeah, when you're 2-0 down, it's not really, in my opinion, really necessary to bring in a defender. And normally you prefer, at least that's what I always do, you prefer to bring in players that can score a goal. So yeah, after I took Ibu off, indeed we played with two midfielders in our last line. That's true, but we also needed goals. And that's why I brought Hugo in, Ekitike for Ibu, to bring a player in that can score a goal. And just before we conceded the 3-0, I went to a 3-3-4, but because I didn't feel after my first substitution we were able to create a lot. And we know, as you probably even better than me, but I'm here for 1.5 years now, and if you score a goal in this stadium, something can happen. So you need something. You need a goal, you need something to happen, and then after my first substitution with Hugo, I don't think we created a lot, so I thought with 2-0 down, let's take an extra risk, but that didn't work out really well because 2 seconds later we were 3-0 down. Lewis?
What did you make of the first goal, standing with Endo in the offside position? Premier League say it wasn't in Alisson's side, but obviously there was the thing against it.
Yeah. During the game, people told me that he was in an onside position. Sorry, so that's why I wasn't bothered at all. Now after the game, people tell me that was he in an offside position? Is that 100% sure or?
The Premier League say refs calling goals checked, but he wasn't in the line.
Yeah. Does that implement that he then was offside, or because that's of course the big issue? Then I have to see it back because I heard immediately that he was onside. I didn't check what the line of vision then was. Now I haven't had time to see it back if he was in the line of vision. Yeah, I've seen us conceding 3 goals this season against Atletico 2 and against Frankfurt 1 that were more in the line of vision of the goalkeeper than the one we scored at City. But yeah, I think no one wants to hear from me now. Me talking about referee decision. If you lose 3-0 at Forest, then I should first of all look at myself and my team instead of that. But it does show you how a set piece or how a goal can change momentum and can change the game. Because before we conceded the 1-0, I think I was just waiting for us to score a goal, and afterwards we hardly created any chance anymore.
Paul?
Worry that you might, do you think you can lead the team out of this slump? Because it's the same sort of things that are happening each week in terms of set piece goals, missing chances, and I know the players have to, it's down to players at the end of the day. But
no, it's my responsibility. If we win or lose, it's my responsibility. So. But what I also see is that the team, and by the way, our fans as well, stay till the end, supported the team till the end, and the players keep on trying till the end. And what I also see today, and that wasn't at City, but at City, we were not the only team that struggles in the first half. But in every other game we've played, we've been the dominant team, and we were able to create chances. And like I said, lately it's almost constantly that we miss our chances and the ones go in that we concede, but that will never continue throughout the whole season. But we need to have that moment of energy of scoring a goal. If you are playing well and you go 1-0 up, then the other team feels like, we've played here half an hour now and we're 1-0 down and we hardly seen the ball. But the opposite thing happened. They got a big energy boost from scoring 1-0. So I see a lot of things where in a normal situation the result would have been different, but we are now in a difficult situation, and then you need to do even more to get your results in than when things go in your favor.
That's what I was saying. Do you doubt yourself at all at the moment, or does what you did last season give you and your career as a manager give you the confidence that there is a way out?
Yeah, of course there's a way out, especially with the quality players we are having. So I think no matter if you win or lose, if you make a lineup and if you make substitutions, and when you look back, you're always thinking about, where can we do better, where can we adjust? But that's something else than doubting yourself. But I want to emphasize one more time on the fact that I'm responsible for the current losses. When you are responsible when you're winning, but you're also responsible when you are losing. And that's why I prefer, although you asked me that question, not to talk about referee decisions or other excuses. I can never come up with enough excuses for us to perform, to have the results we have. That is far from good enough, and I'm responsible for that.
Arne, you mentioned that you feel you create enough chances, but do you worry that the players are becoming, too nervous, too pressurised in front of goal? Because it seems when it's the first time in a long time Liverpool haven't scored in consecutive games, does that become like a compounding problem?
I don't think so yet. I don't think so yet. But yeah, it's difficult for me to feel what they feel. But if I look at the way we finish these chances, I don't see a player that's lacking confidence or is hesitating. For example, the one with Maka, I think he hits it perfectly, but defended perfectly as well. So no, I don't think that's an issue. But yeah, it's difficult for me to judge because I'm not there in that moment. The only thing I can see is that we do create, and the finishing is as expected. But the blocks and the saves are also of quality.
Matt, last one.
I mentioned when the attempts goes up 3-3-4.
Yeah.
Could you explain thinking behind that? Because sometimes teams go forwards on, but they need to get the ball progressive to them.
Sorry, last.
Then the players struggle to get the ball actually.
No, I don't think we struggled with that. I think we ended up a lot of times on our sides with Cody and with Mo, but we struggled to create a chance of that because they were defending with so many players in and around their box. So then if you've tried for 75 minutes with 4 defenders, 3 midfielders and 3 attackers, although the defenders were midfielders, but that comes from injuries, then the idea was, but again I'm responsible for that, to make an offensive substitution, which I did last season as well. Took Ibu off, brought Diogo Jota in, and 1 minute later, away at Forest, we scored the 1-1. Then it was brave. Now it's probably stupid.
Thank you.